My name is Jack Adams, and along with my family, we serve as missionaries in Kagoshima, Japan. Our mission is Church Plant Japan, and our local church that we started in our home is called Crossroads Community, and we meet on a weekly basis. And our mission is threefold. We share the gospel, we encourage the local church body, and we also fight for the forgotten. So currently, God's called us to actually move forward with our third aspect of our mission organization, which is fight for the forgotten. And so I am currently running the length of Japan, from the southern tip of Japan, Satomisaki, to the northern tip of Japan, Soyomisaki. And that is to basically create awareness around the loneliness epidemic. And at the same time, as I'm going through, I'm able to meet with churches and missionaries throughout to encourage one another and to have fellowship and to talk more about what it looks like to fight for the forgotten in Japan. One of the major aspects of what's happened or what's transpired throughout my run is coming across people that I don't even know and sharing the purpose of my run, and really giving them the freedom and the ability for them to share their experiences with loneliness, all the way from depression or the kids having trouble going to school to a family member or friend committing suicide. And along with that, a couple other aspects of my run is meeting with missionaries, church organizations, and mission groups, and being able to fellowship and learn about each other and our missions, and really just to continue to encourage, to pray for one another, and really find commonality between us in serving here in Japan. And one of the final things that I think has been huge for me is what I've learned about myself and also about God and His character, just being alone at times, and facing different trials and challenges, and what does being alone look like? What does suffering look like? And really just leaning into that more and not trying to avoid it or find a solution to every challenge or trial that arises, but really just lean into Him and trust Him more. So it's been really a unique experience. This run that we've called Run Japan is actually a kickoff event or a launching pad for Not Alone Japan, an initiative that we're kicking off, or in Japanese, Histori de wa nai. And the overall vision is to reverse the trend of isolation in Japan. And some of our initial steps of that is really just to create the awareness, but also look at organizations that are already doing things, and how can we come alongside them and partner with them, support them, and also maybe where there's areas that there aren't programming, or there isn't a program for, is that we can initiate or start something to help combat a specific area of loneliness in Japan. I really want to just say thank you to everyone who has supported this initiative, this endeavor of running Japan. Whether it be following us on Instagram, or whether it be an encouraging word, people who have stopped along the way and offered me drink or food, or they've even stopped the car to get out of the car and just clap as I'm going by. And then, of course, to people that are personal friends of ours who've opened their homes and offered a meal or offered a place to sleep. It's been huge, and it really is just a way that for me to recognize and know that I'm not alone in this, because I cannot do this alone. It takes all of us to be able to change the tide of loneliness and isolation in Japan. There's so many stories that I could share, but I think the one that sticks out to me the most is my time running in Kobe. I came across two other runners within an hour and a half time span, where they shared with me their experience with suicide. And so one gentleman was 74. Once he learned of the purpose of my run, he openly shared about how his son at the age of 22 Started off with depression, and then on medication from depression to schizophrenia, being on various medications, and ultimately he ended his life by jumping off a building at the age of 22. Another story, not long after that, I was running with another young lady who had shared with me after our conversation that we had. She shared with me about her husband and her and her husband, their friend, had actually committed suicide just 6 months ago. So every life has been touched in some sort of way with depression, with loneliness or isolation, from very baseline to the very extreme. And so it's a big issue that we're running after, and really hope that you will run with us in some sort of way. To find out more information about who we are and what we do, you can go to churchplantjapan.com for our mission page, and notalonejp.com for our initiative to combat the aspect of loneliness and isolation in Japan. Check out the QR code on our screen, and it'll connect you to all of our links.